Chapter 4.5 The Old Man and the Sea. Book Review. An old and experienced Cuban fisherman has a run of terrible bad luck and is unable to catch any fish for 84 days. Terrible means extremely. His young and devoted apprentice, Manolin, has been forced by his parents to start working with another fisherman. Apprentice is a person who works for another in order to learn a trade. The old man resolves to sail out farther than all the other fishermen and attempt to catch the really big fish. On the 85th day, he succeeds in hooking a marlin with his bait, but the marlin is too strong for him and starts pulling the boat. Bait is food used to attract fish. Marlin is any large saltwater game fish of the genera Micaira and Tetrapteses, having the upper jaw elongated into sparkling structure. The Old Man and the Sea is the story of the old man's struggle with the marlin and his later battle against sharks. Struggle means fight. Social or historical context. Hemingway's novel is based on real events and it also draws heavily on his own life. He had experience of fishing in the Cuban waters and like the old man, he was also a fan of baseball. He worked for the Red Cross during the First World War and was injured by shrapnel when he was in Italy. Shrapnel is a hollow projectile containing bullets or the like and a bursting charge designed to explode before reaching the target and to set the show-off missile. Hemingway always talks about the need to struggle against defeat or death and how determination and endurance can help one to win in the struggle. Determination means willpower. Endurance means tolerance. The old man is at the end of the novel very near death, but we know that the story of his suffering and loss will live on in the memories of the people of his village. Ultimately, his story becomes one of triumph because the tales of his life will live on even after his death. Triumph means victory. The novel was published in 1952 when people were trying to recover from the mass destruction wrought by the two world wars, and this tale of endurance and ultimate triumph immediately struck a chord with the readers. Destruction means damages. Wrought means worked. Writing style. Hemingway's language is simple and pithy. Pithy means brief, full of vigor. He mostly writes in short and straightforward sentences and practices an extreme economy in his use of words. Economy means wealth or financial system. This simplicity is deceptive and a reader can read his work again and again and find new layers of meaning every time. Deceptive means elusive or imaginary. My thoughts. I first read this novel years ago when I did not understand it at all and was left unimpressed. Unimpressed means having no respect. In spite of this, a vivid image remained with me, an old man holding on to his fishing line with the last of his strength. Vivid means clear. Recently, I read this book again and was extremely moved. The formidable strength of the old man's character, the quiet devotion of the empathetic Manolin, and the relationship between the two are heartwarming. Formidable means causing fear. Empathetic means the ability to understand others' feelings. Hemingway's descriptions of the sea and the creatures of the water are beautiful. The marlin fights for its life desperately, and it's hard to know whether our sympathies should lie with the old man or with the marlin. But as the novel progresses, the old man and the marlin are inseparably linked because both stand for the same idea. ideals. That is, a noble struggle against destruction. Inseparably means indivisible. Noble means high.